Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm still getting set up, so give me a second. I am trying to still get things together here, and my tablet was dead, so I have to kind of do chat a little bit differently. Well, it wasn't dead, but it was definitely dying, and have to plug it up. So give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Okay, I guess that works. Hi everybody, welcome in. I am still kind of fighting for space. I did clean up my desk quite a bit, but it's still not the way I want it to look, so space is still limited. Hey Linda, hey Mandy, Yuki, stop licking my sketchbooks, please. I want to start with the haul because the second part of my stuff came from Temu. And then I think I'm going to start a new page in Mythomorphia. So I'm just gonna pull everything out. Actually, I'm gonna move these because I can just imagine me. The last time I got something from somewhere budget friendly, it didn't end well for my sketchbook. Okay. So right out of the gate, I'm slightly annoyed because it looks like this was not closed properly and everything is starting to fall out of it. So that's fun. But I did get some, these are supposed to be like kid acrylic paint markers. They're supposed to be for children, but I wanted to try them anyway because look at those colors. And I don't think there's a brand to this. I think it's just not in English, other than acrylic marker, nice color. So I forgot to print out some blank swatch things. So let's see if I can do that from my iPad. And then we'll look at something else while we wait. Okay. But I do like the colors. I like this nice cream yellow they have. This mystery brown color. I am kind of scared to open them because it's pretty warm today. It's not like super hot, but it was pretty warm, and it just came maybe like 2 hours ago while I was taking my nice nap. How many colors is in here? 48. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need 24 of these. I mean, 2 of these things. The last time I opened something, it didn't end well. So while those are printing out, because I'm gonna print the new sheets, I do like the carrying case. That noise you hear is my printer. Let's move on. I also got some stickers because, and it looks like they were already opened. I guess maybe open and returned. I don't know. But they're supposed to be anime stickers. Hey, Blue Skies. I'm not sure what anime. I think this is Genshin Impact. They're just little stickers. I want to say Genshin Impact. She looks familiar. But just little stickers for like my journal, and I think it's like duplicates and stuff. Yeah, I think this is Genshin Impact because she looks familiar too. I think it's like duplicates maybe, or like it could be Honkai Star Rail because I think she's from Honkai Star Rail. I don't know. It's a video game by some company that it's like one of those gotcha video games. He's adorable. But these are cute. They're like a perfect little tiny size, except for this one. This one's kind of big. But they're adorable. Look at him sleeping. So I don't know, just something like for my journal or something. I like stickers, so it doesn't matter. I don't really need a reason to get stickers. They're just cute. I might put some on my sketchbook too. Who knows? Who knows? And what on earth is this? Oh. Interesting. Okay. We have some pearl watercolors. Gotta love the packaging that they use sometimes. Okay. It's a warning label. Oh, a user manual. It says to read the instructions is part of the instructions. Store in a cool, dry place. Keep away from children. All right. Typical instructions. But I got some little tiny pans. I love the little case it comes in. I'm doing okay. It's been a day, but I'm doing okay. Come on. Is there invisible tape on here that I'm not seeing? Oh, okay. There we go. So there's the colors. We'll swatch them. I get the feeling I have a color similar to this one. I don't know if these things are glued in or... Yeah, they're glued in with like some double-sided tape or something. They've got the shelf life, 3 years. Interesting. I don't think I have too many orange colors in my metallic watercolors, so that's nice. Can't wait to see what those look like. This one's kind of interesting too. I don't think I have this purple. I have something similar to this and this, but I don't think I have this. So we're gonna test those out. Those metallic oranges, yeah, they do. They look really interesting. We'll test them, don't worry. And then another thing I got that was kind of interesting was also, what the? Some more watercolors. All right. It's been that kind of day where I don't feel like fighting with packaging. I guess it's like gray tones, but they're watercolors, like pearl watercolors. So I had to try those. I'm not sure how to get into them though. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Okay. Can I slide it the other way? Okay. So those are those. I'm interested to see what the white one looks like. And these are kind of just thrown in there. Quite literally. But the case is kind of nice, I guess. I like the other case a little bit better. But you know, it's Temu. So we'll try those out. Let me grab those papers from the printer. Hi, Leilani. What in the world was that? Okay. Just grab these. And I have a different swatch. I use this for my shiny watercolors and stuff. So we'll swatch those in there. But let's swatch our I guess I'll just call them nice color acrylic markers. Let's see if they actually have names and numbers on them, because that would be nice. They probably don't though. Like I said, these are for kids, so, but I can just keep them in order, I guess. Or, I mean, it looks pretty simple to put them in color order, but they're so tiny and cute. And I think it's just a bullet nib. Oh, it's actually a brush nib or something similar to it. So that's pretty nice. But no color names or numbers. I wasn't expecting that from these. Unless this is it. No, I think this is on the same on all of them. Yep, so I mean, I could put the color names or put numbers on them myself, but I think I should be okay as long as when I use them I put them back in the correct order. But I might just go through, take a marker, and just kind of write the numbers on them. Hi, Kim. So I don't think I'm gonna, it doesn't make any sense to swatch white. Ooh, you got, oh, you got your pins. They came in. You got the same ones I did, right? The 100 set that was on sale for like 40% off. How do you like them? Also, if I sound nasally, it's because I am. I cannot, my nose just refuses to get it together. So, I'm sorry. Okay, so this almost looks green-ish, and I don't know if it's supposed to, but I'm just going to swatch a little bit. Too late to tell how that looks, but it feels nice. It doesn't feel, I almost want to say cheap, but that's just the first one, so we'll see. I mean, I guess it just feels like any normal acrylic paint pen. I don't know how much paint is in these, but you know. Oh, 50, but it's two-sided, so 100 colors. Oh, okay. I see. I think is mine is not double-sided. They are, I do have some that are double-sided that I got, but these are just a bullet nib. Ooh, I like this color. Mine has like some metallic ones in it, and it was a nice set. I will show you guys though a page that I colored in my sketchbook with them, and I'm a little sad. It could just be user error, but I'll show you guys here in a second. That previous one seemed a little dry, but for, I mean, for Temu, these are actually not bad. This one seems pretty juicy. I guess it just kind of depends on the marker, but I got these so that I can take these to work with me, and leave kind of my bigger sets here, because sometimes when I'm at work I want to color in my sketchbook like I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't want to take like a million paint pens with me. Not that I have a million of them, but I don't want to take like, I definitely don't want to take my Toolyards to work. And the other case is kind of big, so I don't want to take that. And then the other set, the pens don't have a case. They're just inside of a kind of like an acrylic container. The spread is nice. So these are fine to take. They're really cheap, and I got them from Temu, so if anything happens to them, I'm not gonna be heartbroken. I had to clean my nose. It was driving me crazy. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be heartbroken if anything happens to these. So they almost feel like, they don't really feel like acrylic. They go down like acrylic, like they, you know, coverage wise, but they don't feel like it. They feel more like a water based. I mean, they are water based, but they feel more like one of those real brush pens or something. Come on. Okay. That's kind of what they feel like. And some of them are more juicier than others, definitely. We're just gonna go through and swatch these. And I think 48 colors is enough to take to work. And whatever colors I don't have with me, it can always be colored when I get home. I haven't brought my coloring book to work in a while because it's been busy. And I like to bring my coloring book when it's slow. That way I can sit down and color like I normally do and I don't feel rushed. So lately I've just been bringing my sketchbook so I can just open it and, you know, do what I do and then close it and on the go. I don't, with my coloring book, you know, I gotta put the colors away, but I have to put them in a way that I remember that those are the colors I'm using, and it's a whole thing. So lately, I just bring my sketchbook, which something I'm supposed to be working in anyway. So, you know, yeah, the tip's pretty small. They're like, they kind of remind me of, I'm trying to think of like what tip, like maybe the Arteza Twee markers. That's kind of what the tip reminds me of. If you guys have those, that's about how small the tip of these are. This one's nice and juicy. I can see the paint coming out of it, which is really good. Yeah, I would definitely say we work in a Disney color by number. You have to be careful though, because it is acrylic, so it will cover the black lines. So, because I know some people do the black outlining first. Just be careful with that. So that's the first side. I like the reds. At least I got some variation in the reds. Okay, next sheet. I don't know if they had anything bigger than this on Temu. This just came up on like the recommended page, and I was like, oh, okay. And it was on sale too, so I was like, I'll try it. It's crazy though, because it wasn't supposed to come in until the 20th, and they knocked on the door, and he's like, you got a package coming today? I'm like, no. And he like opens the door, and he's like, well, I guess you do have a package. He's like, it says Timu, and I'm like, Timu? I'm like, that wasn't supposed to come till like the 20th, but I'll take it. It came early, that's nice. Ooh, this one's pretty. Well, that's interesting. The barrel of this one is lighter than the barrel of the other one, but I mean darker, but the color is lighter. Like this one seems kind of dry. Yeah, that one's a little dry. Okay, bye Mandy, have a good night. Yeah, usually I'm on stream much earlier, but I had some errands to run, and we went and ate, and then I needed a nap because I was still feeling really tired. I'm still feeling tired this week. I don't know. I don't know if it's because like I was sick and I still don't have my energy back, but I just feel totally drained. And it's like I feel blah. So sorry if I sound a little dragged, but it's because I'm kind of tired. That's all. These blues are pretty. All right, let's move on to the next row. This is the browns and the grays. That brown is kind of dry. It's always the colors I'm most excited for that turns out to be kind of dry or something. Plus, those top two kind of look the same anyway, so it's okay. So I'm gonna start a new page in Mythomorphia just because I feel like it. I'm thinking of using, well, I might bring out my Albrecht Dürer and do it just like I'm doing the other page in that book, and base it and then go over it with light fast, or ooh, I like this gray, very light. Base it in Albrecht Dürer and then go over it with light fast probably. I like this gray too, but it seems kind of dry. or scratchy or something. But that is a nice blue-gray. Okay. Ooh, this gray is pretty cool. I always like the grays and see what kind of grays they have. This is black. This black is actually pretty impressive considering where it's coming from. All right, so there we go. That's the second. So I think this is a good round of colors to like take to work with me. So that's really cool, and they're very light too. They're not heavy at all. They're very light pens. So that's a plus. I like those. Temu did not disappoint on those. Some of them are dry, but hey. All right, let's do. Let's do these because these are kind of interesting looking. Let me just spray some water on them though, just so that they can do whatever it is they do when you spray the water. Same thing with this one. I'm just going to spray some water on them, let them sit. I have a water brush around here somewhere. My nose and now everything else, because there's like, I guess, some fires going on in California or something, and so they're like, I don't know, it's driving me crazy because it's affecting my nose, and I know it is, as well as like my asthma. So it's like, do something about these fires, please. It would be nice. Okay. Let me just get a little clip. Or a big clip. I'll take a big clip. That's fine too. So there is 8 colors in this one. So I'm just gonna, I just do like some lines across and whatnot. So I have my ruler, and I usually try to do like waterproof ink when I do this, and not something I know that I'm gonna rub off with my brush. So I just take like a Copic or something. I know my Copics are waterproof, so no worries there. And I just do like some lines. It usually isn't like, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything because it's just a swatch. So probably should do one more because I said it was 8 of them. All right. What is that? Okay. And then I'll put like a line for the name of whatever it is, if they have a name. These are called DDD Praise. DDD Praise. But, all right. That's what they're called. That's what we're going to put, I guess. All right. So, just, they should have sat long enough, I think. Is there any water in here? It is. Okay. So I'm just going to grab some. Now, don't get your hopes up for these, but we are just going to test them. Okay, I mean, let's see, wait till it dries and see. That one's kind of a lighter color. I'm just gonna go across and, or I can just go down, like across and down. I don't know. I'm just gonna go in order. Not do anything weird, because when it comes to wanting to re-put it on something else, I'm not gonna know what is what. So I'm just gonna go in order. This brush is so dry. Okay. Let's see what it does when it dries. The water that's coming out of here, I don't know. This water might have been in here for like 9,000 years or something. Wow, the white is like so thick. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's like super thick. And the white doesn't even feel like watercolor. It's so thick. It's interesting. Makes you wonder. Uh-oh, I got a little black in there, but that's okay. It'll be fine. This brush is weird. Let me grab the green one. Some of these are like thicker than it should be. We'll see it when it dries, I guess. But it doesn't go down like watercolor. It takes a minute to get off the paintbrush too. Okay. Like that black and white was weird. And also, compared to the other colors, that black is taking a while to dry. This one is already dry and this one is still drying. So it's kind of weird. We'll see what it does. If it does anything interesting afterwards. The white seems to be dry, but I don't see much of a... I see a little bit of a shine, but I'm not really sure what it's doing. This one just seems like gray paint. I don't know if they're all pearly. They're supposed to be. But like I said, some of them is doing... They're behaving a little weird. And this one is still not completely dry. And then we have another black that doesn't feel like watercolor. Okay. So these are a little odd. Also, there's like the color doesn't want to come off my paintbrush. But anyway, they do have a shine to them. They would probably be good for like some, like these I like. This one, this one, this one. This one actually is pretty good. I can see it a little bit. I probably didn't put enough of it, but it's not too bad. This one's nice. These three seems to be having a hard time drawing, so I don't know what those look like yet. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know why this one is taking so long to dry. It's very strange. But yeah, Temu, so you know, it's not like you're gonna get star quality, you know, things. So I'm not surprised that they're doing strange things. Temu is kind of like a, not even a you get what you pay for. It's like you may get what you pay for, you may get something better type of thing. But they are a little weird, but I do like them. At least most of them I do like. But that's these guys here, in case anybody was wondering about them. But if you look, this one is still drying. And it's not really pearly either on top of that. This one has a small bit of a shine to it. But I don't think these three are very shiny at all. But these other ones are really good colors. So, in case anyone was wanting to get them, I don't know, try your luck. And then also with Temu, it's kind of like you might get something that's okay, and you might get something that's a bit strange. So it's Temu is kind of like a, what do you think I'm gonna get today type of thing. So this next one is 20 colors. And I am literally just putting some lines down. They're probably the most uneven lines you'll see, but that's okay. I'm just putting some down. It'll be fine. And I'm using Copic just in case they get wet or something. Hi Candy, how are you? Hope everything is good. Yeah, so it's also super windy today, so that does not help. Because everything that's going on with the fires and stuff is being blown right in our direction. So we're getting ash and pieces of trees and God knows what being blown over here. And the scent is also terrifying. These didn't have a name, so I don't know what, I guess we'll call them Pearl Solid Watercolor because that's what's on the bottom. So we'll just call them Pearl Solid Watercolor. Sure. I'm gonna use a different paintbrush because this one still has some, I have to clean it off, really clean it because it's like covered in the black one. And yeah, so I'm going to bring out a different one. I'm doing okay. Still fighting this, whatever this is I have. So aside from that, I'm all right. Okay, so let's do these now. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see. Okay, so here we go. We have the blue one. I feel like I didn't put enough water in here. There we go. I'm going to be coloring in some Kirby here in a second, but I wanted to swatch these first. Show my haul a little bit and then do some Kirby. But yeah, these things were like super cheap. Temu is, they have some good prices on things, and some of that stuff is actually really good. So it's kind of fun to see what it's kind of fun to see what works and what doesn't when it comes to Temu. Also with these fires, it's hard to see outside as well. It's all, it looks like something out of a movie. Everything is all gray and orange and mystery looking. You're working in your coloring book. Which coloring book are you working in? Okay. Sorry, I was doing a text message. Um, it. Oh, it. Hello, how I colored Marsha, right? I almost called you by your YouTube name. I think it pretty sure it was Marsha. I'm not good with names as Linda is. I'm not. I might forget or say what I think your name is and be totally off. Oh, it, like the scary movie, It, with the clown. Okay, these oranges. This brush is going dry. Think that's why I'm having a hard time getting some of these colors up. There we go. Okay. Some of these colors are like sticking to my brush too. Okay. Marsha, I got it. Okay. That's good. I feel like I have to scrub a little bit too hard for these. Like I can see the color moving around, but I'm having a hard time. It's having a hard time like sticking to my brush to go down on the paper. But that orange is amazing looking though. I think with a couple of layers, like if you double layer these, you'll get the shine. I'm just doing a light layer. I like to do a light layer just to kind of see like, hey, what is this going to look like if I did want to lightly layer it? If I do like a heavy layer, I'm going to expect it to be a heavy layer. Now, if I put it down and it just so happens to be nice and heavy and saturated just out the gate, then that's fine. But I don't force um I don't force like, the saturation. If it's there out the gate, then it's there. If not, then it can be double layered. Just put down some color and let it look like whatever it looks like. That purple is interesting though. And again, this is Temu, so don't expect anything amazing because it's Temu. So if it turns out amazing, then hey, but don't expect it. But I like having options when it comes to like metallic watercolors and things like that. Different color options, different types of saturation. So these are pretty. I like this orange. There's this other orange. This one's like a lighter version of that one. The oranges are pretty. I don't know if Linda's still here, but the oranges are a win, Linda. I'm trying to also be kind of speedy so we can get some Kirby going. This month is flying by and I feel like I haven't done much as far as like my own hashtag goes anyway. Um, but I like to take my time in my Kirby books though, so I'm not in a rush to complete a page. I just want to make sure I get some done because I have quite a few like pages that I kind of want to do or start at the very least, and at least have the colors down that I'm doing. And ooh, this one's like a color shift one. I can see it going from like this greenish gold color to like a gray or something. That's fun. Okay, that I can see on like some dragon scales or something. That one's really nice. I like that one. It probably looks gray to you guys, but I promise you that one's really fun. Take my word for it. It's fun. I like the gold shift. I like the color changing ones because sometimes you don't never know what you're getting when you put it down. I know after stream, since I'm still feeling kind of tired, I'm probably just gonna uh, probably lay right back in the bed and play some Pokemon or something. We'll try again tomorrow. Because today was not it. Some of these are definitely more saturated than the others. Some of them you can tell are going to take like multiple layers, but for what they are, ooh, here's another one, an orange one, finally. This whole row right here looks fun, so I'm excited whenever I get to this row. Column, not row. Um, Forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, some of them are more saturated, but again, it's Temu, so you get what you pay for. But I have to say, I would count this as a win because even though some of them are more saturated than others, they still got a nice shine to them. They aren't like totally dull or anything. Now, I know some of these things, hold on, I'm gonna wipe some of that off. Some of these, like pearl and metallic watercolors, sometimes the shine kind of fades. So that is something I kind of want to see over time if it's going to fade on me. I like this row is going to be my favorite alongside this. And I really wish you got, can you see that? How it's like going from green to like gray. So we got a color shift one in there, which is a plus. Color shifting paint is usually more expensive, so if they threw one in there, that's definitely a plus. And I think this is another one. This one's a little hard to activate though. But I think this is another one. Because this one's going down as like a reddish brown. But I can see some hints of like blue or green in it. So this one's another one. This is also would also be really good for like dragon scales. This one though, unlike the other one, this one's probably gonna need multiple layers. Well, you can't see it yet, but wait till it dries. But this is what it looks like in the thing. So oh, you guys didn't even see that. Sorry. Okay. Two more colors after this one. My brushes is just a tad bit too dry. That one's a nice one too. That purple that I was saying I didn't have, that's actually a nice color. I like that one too. I think I like all the colors actually. They're not too bad. So this one was a plus. I really love the oranges, which I was really hoping that I would because they look cool. And I like the color shift one. The first color shift one. The second one's kind of cool, but you can really see the color change in the first one. This one's kind of cool too, though. And then we have like a weird brown color. And this swatch book I also got from Temu a while back. Hopefully I don't fall down the Temu rabbit hole and go looking for stuff on Temu, which I probably will if I'm being honest. Because I mean, it's so cheap, and I like trying to see, um, what works and what doesn't. So here we go. So look at this one. It goes from like a light brown, and when you change it, it goes to like a greenish blue color. It's really cool. I like it. I love the oranges though. These are my favorites. The golds aren't bad either. They go down pretty nice. They only gave you one blue though. They could have took this brown away and maybe gave us another blue or this, but pretty good. And then here was the other one. See, these don't really have a shine to them. This one does very little, but these two are just black and gray basically. But yeah, so those are those. Now, let's get into Kirby because I want to start a new page, and I kind of have an idea already of what page, so let's get into that. I think I'm going to use my Albert Duers. I was thinking watercolors, but I don't think I want my book to work too much, so I'm going to go with, what do you call it? I'm losing my mind, guys. My Albert Duers. That's what I was thinking. So, the page I want to do is, oh, that was convenient, is this one. And I'm thinking go over it in Albert Duers and then base it. So I'm going to start with some of these trees. I'm going to start with getting my Albert Duers down first. Let me just put away some of this stuff I have just lying on my desk, because I was working in my sketchbook, so I have like a lot of my pens and stuff just hanging out on my desk here. So I think this is the one that's dead, so I'm gonna put that one away. Okay, so the way I use my Albert Duers is I literally, because they're like the polychromo, so I already know what the colors look like. And I wish this page wasn't on this side, but I think you guys can see it okay? Okay. I'm gonna start with some of the, so there's two different trees. There's like these, and then there's like these ones here. I'm gonna start with these. I'm gonna pick all of those out, and I'm actually going to bring out a Naples yellow, and I'm gonna start with that. And I just want to see, actually, let me grab the little backing sheet really quick. I don't have issues with it going through, but my dragon's on the other side, so I don't want it to like rub off into itself. Okay, so I'm gonna start with like Naples yellow. Okay, now you guys should be able to see. And I'm going to just get all of those trees. It's not very many of them. Like, they're just kind of scattered around and about. So I just put down a base of that. And I'm doing it lightly because I'm going to do one more color on top of it. Or with it, rather. And I'm looking at this this terracotta color, and I'm just gonna come from the bottom of each little section here. And the Albert Duers will try to fight you on this paper for some reason, but I only use 1 or 2 layers before I add the water, and then I just add pencil on top. So it's okay if they fight me because I don't need a lot of color. And these activate very easily too, so it's okay if they fight me on this paper. I don't mind the fight. As long as the colors that I need to go down, it's fine. Plus, this is just to kind of help with the shading so I don't have to struggle too much with the light fast. And there's still going to be a struggle, but it's not going to be a tough struggle because I put down a base first, so I don't mind the struggle. The dragon pages, I did the same way. Did it the same way on the dragon page, and it's still a struggle. And that's what takes me so long sometimes with the Kirby pages, because the light fast. I love them to death, but they make my hands hurt after a while, which is another reason why I'm purposefully using them, because it's making me slow down and it's making me not rush through my page. I don't have a choice but to slow down. So like with the dragon page, all of this is light fast, but I did base it in Albrecht Dürer. But because the light fast do what they do to my hands, it's a fight. But it's a good fight because the page, I like the way it looks, so it's okay. So then I take my water brush and I just go over it. And I have a paper towel here on the side, and I go over the light part first, dab my thing, and bring in the terracotta color up, just like that. And you can technically leave this like this. You don't have to go in with the pencil if you don't want to, but I do. So, but you really don't have to. You can do it just like this and be done with it. And there are a bunch of trees. I'm gonna count this tree as one of those too, because this one is just a weird looking tree. But just putting some color down so that I don't have to struggle. And you can do this with anything. Watercolors, Neo 2s if you got them. You know, water-based pens. Like if you have like super tips, you can put them on a palette and water them down. Or you can even put them on the paper and then add water. But I like to put them on the palette first because they're a bit too saturated to just throw on the paper for me. And then just add water and use it like watercolors. And you don't need a lot of the Albrecht Dürer either. These are pretty saturated on their own as well. So I just do it like I do normal pencils. But with a lot less effort. And then I just go in. And some of these can be a little bit hard to find. Like, look, there's one right here. So some of the trees are blending in with the others, but it's fine. You can even, like, you don't have to use light fast. You can use whatever pencils on top of this. I just use light fast because I like the way they work in Kirby's books. but you can use whatever. Let's see. There's none on this row. There's like these are bushes, but I am gonna do this tree kind of like one of those just because it's a weird looking tree and it doesn't look like any of the other ones. So we'll do that. And then there's some little ones down here. Sometimes there's like little ones and you gotta really look up here in the corner. See if I can get it. Over here in the corner is another one of the weird ones. So I'm gonna grab that tree. You see I'm just scribbling these colors down because I'm gonna activate them. I think that might be it for those trees. Like I said, it's not a lot of them. So I'm gonna put the yellow in. But yeah, today I'm just going to relax and play some Pokemon and hopefully catch some nice ones. I was supposed to go to Sam's Club with my manager, but the air is too thick for me, and that is a struggle. I went and did my errands today, and that was a struggle within itself. So I don't plan on going back outside, and she's crazy for going outside because her asthma is just as bad as mine, if not worse. So I said, hey, if you're going, just pick up the stuff I need, but I can't. I don't want to fight with this air because when I left from work yesterday, it was really bad. It was so bad, like I couldn't even breathe, and it was so much like just ashes in the air and a struggle I didn't want. So I was like, hey, I was like, if it's not so bad, then we can go, but I can't function like that at all. So unfortunately, I am here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. Why am I zoomed in so close? Okay, there we go. Now, I am going to, I think that's all of them. I just want to double check. I can always grab the pencils again, but it's kind of annoying when you miss something. Okay, I think I got them all. So the pine trees, at least that's what I'm assuming they are. I'm going to grab like almost like a here's one. This is like a lemon yellow type of thing, and then a dark green. I'm not gonna make it too dark because I'll probably do like the middle green color, something like that. Maybe this. Okay. Now, I think I want the light to be coming this way. So all the trees will have their highlights on this side. So I'm just gonna do one. I should have picked one that wasn't dead smack in the middle, but it's fine. So I brought in the highlight color and the middle color. I don't want to do the dark color because I'm gonna save that for when I do the dark colors with the light fast. So just this middle color and the highlight color is fine. And I could have went a little bit darker, but that's a-okay. This one only has a little bit at the top, and because it's being blocked by another tree. But yep, it's so much easy to do this way. And once you have everything blocked in color wise, all you have to do is go back in and shade it, which is really good. And the way I color in my Kirby books is I just really tackle one thing at a time because his stuff is so detailed and you can get really overwhelmed very fast. So I just pick something out and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to work on today. So, like, today is going to be me shading in things with my Albrecht Dewars, and I'm picking like item by item. So I started with those weird trees and now I'm coming in with the pine trees. And that's literally my process for Kirby's books, especially on super detailed pages. So, and like I said, you can literally leave this like this. You don't have to put pencil over the top if you don't want to. Now, if you're going to do it like that, um, I would suggest coming in with like, you know, more darker, put more color so it doesn't look so desaturated. If you want it to look more vibrant, put more color. I'm just going very lightly. You can go a little heavier, or you can add a third color for more shadow type of things. But I would go in with a little bit harder if you're going to just use your Albrecht Dewars or any watercolor pencils. I know Karen Dash has some the super colors. I don't know how they work in here. I have like 3 of them, I think. But I have not tested them in a Kirby book, so don't say Bubbles told you to use your super colors in there and something tragic happens, because it is not Bubbles' fault. I've not tested them, but the Albrecht Dewars work nice in here. Any of my polychromo related Faber-Castell anything works good in anything I've tried so far, actually. I have nothing really bad to say about them. I think there was maybe like once, maybe twice, where I didn't like the way something felt in a book, and it was probably Amazon paper. Um, Nothing seems to work on Amazon paper other than alcohol marker, and even then, it's like you have to worry about your alcohol marker's nib getting messed up or all the ink being soaked into the paper. I'm just getting a drink of my sweet tea. It's still very hot, and it's not as hot, but it's still pretty hot, and I'm still basically sick at this point. It's not as bad, but the fire kind of reset everything that was getting better. So there went like my nose and my breathing and everything that was getting better. It's now reversed. So the struggle again, per usual. But it's fine. I'll be fine. See how fast and easy this is, though? And it seems pretty light right now, but it's gonna look just like how the dragon looks and how he's full of color because I went over him with pencil. But trust me, I definitely put a base down first because it's a lot of work and a lot of detail and a lot of patience. So take your time with your pages if you want them to come out really good. Some people work really fast and their stuff still comes out really good. I can't do that. Uh, my pages would look a hot mess if I tried to rush through them. And I can only imagine. But once you get all the trees done, because this is like mostly trees, uh, you just have like the rocks, and you know, I want to put snow on them too. So I'm gonna use like probably some white acrylic for the snow, or find some like glittery stuff to put um, there for the snow. But that comes after I put the pencil work and all that stuff down, and then I'm just gonna throw the acrylic on top. I'm not sure why my thing is doing that thing where it doesn't want to zoom in on the things it should be zooming in on. Also, I just gave myself a paper cut by resting my arm on the page, so that's fun. When I tell you guys it's been a day, all kinds of stuff. My goodness. Who gets a paper cut from just laying their arm on the book? Jazz. So now my poor little arm is just like throbbing because it's got a nice little paper cut going across it and it's like burning now. Oh man. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm sure I could find some nice pine greens too for and the light fast to work for these. I already have in mind what kind of greens I want to put down. Yep. But it's just as easy as that though. You just go in, put it down, and pick your colors, pick your two colors, your highlight and your middle color. Put them down, and from there just do some shading. Okay. So basically that whole middle row is like done. Um, I went with the middle row so you guys can see, but just have the trees up here and the ones down at the bottom. I want to see, um, I like to let my, I almost closed the water brush in there. I like to let my colors dry, my apertures, when I put them down. So like, okay. I had a clip, guys. Where's it at? Oh, here. Because this paper keeps trying to escape out of here. Oh, here's one. I like to let them dry for like 24 hours. I know that's excessive and it doesn't take that long to dry, but I want to make sure I can go over the paper with my pencil without it still feeling wet or trying to peel the paper because it's not completely dry, and then it gets messed up because I tried to hurry up and color over it. So I wait 24 hours so it can be totally dry, and then I go over it with my light fast. So I'm trying to get most of these trees done so that I can activate them, and then tomorrow we can shade in some of these trees, and then maybe base something else. So we could base like maybe the rocks, or I mean, this page is mostly rocks and trees anyway. We could do like the rocks, or we can do the troll. In my other one, I did I just miss someone? Hey, Taylor Maid, how are you? The other one, I did the rocks brown, and I think I kind of want to stick to that. I want to stick to the brown. The troll, though, I kind of wanted to do a gray troll. So I might do the rocks gray this time around. Or I can still do them brown and then maybe like just do him gray. But I don't know how that would look. So I'll have to look again at the other one because I can't remember if I did him gray or not. Okay, so I'm just gonna activate them. I like this water brush because it never, I don't really ever have to push the thing to get the water out. It flows out on its own, and I think it might be broken. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but I do like the fact that it does it because I don't have to control the water or anything. It just comes out, and it comes out in like the perfect amount too, so I don't have to really do anything. Oh, I didn't put any green on this one down here. No tree left behind. And then the bushes too. The bushes I think I'm gonna make a little bit darker, or maybe just like a totally different green. Not sure. But there's like waterfalls hidden in here, and I might bring in some metallics for those. But I want to put the color down first and then put the metallics on top. I might work a little bit on the dragon too. Show him some love tomorrow. Tomorrow's like not a normal stream. Like I want to start streaming on like Thursdays and Wednesdays, but Wednesday is like my main streaming day. So I try to focus on whatever it is I'm doing for that month. So like this month is Kirby. So on Wednesdays I want to focus on coloring in Kirby's books for the month. And then Thursday is kind of like whatever. I may do Kirby, I may do something else. I may do some drawing or something. I have a canvas, a 10 pack of canvas that I kind of want to put something on, but I don't really know. I have a sketch in my sketchbook that I want to. That was a weird sound. I don't normally make those weird noises. Um, I have a sketch in my sketchbook that I did, and I kind of want to put it on canvas and play with my acrylic paint pens and my gouache. I usually use gouache when I'm doing stuff on canvas, but I am itching to know how the paint pens are going to work on canvas. So, that might be a stream. It might not be tomorrow because I don't have the image drawn on the page. So, I mean, on the canvas. It's still in my sketchbook, wondering what I'm going to do with it. Uh, it's also part of the story, too. So, I would like to transfer it over to my iPad as well. But I haven't. I mean, it's just a little sketch of them, my characters, and I was like, well, this would be kind of cool to put on canvas because when I was learning my gouache, that's what I was like painting on. I was painting on different canvases, and that was really fun. So I might go back to doing some of that. I just have to put something on the canvas to paint. So I might do some of that, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I might just keep it simple and probably color in either Kirby, or I might color in Fairy Tales and Folklore or Ken Matsuda. Um, I have 2 pages in each of those that I'm kind of working in. But I was working on the lizard page in the Ken Matsuda book, and I kind of want to do that. Not do the page with you guys, but I want to do the lizard next, and I wanted to do it with you guys. So I haven't um, done anything yet. I did the berries on that page, and I was like, man, I should have did that with you guys, but I was having too much fun, so it didn't happen. um, but I do want to do the rest of that page with you guys, or at least the lizard. It's some kind of lizard. So I have these down here at the bottom. So you got, the book's gonna be a little crooked because I don't have enough space to. And then for some reason, I can't really zoom out too much when I do live streams. I can't zoom out like I can when I'm just doing a regular video. Um, Live stream is kind of like it starts at a set area, and then from there you can only zoom in. So that's kind of why it's a little hard when I want to do like Wildergorn on live streams, which I've kind of moved that book to my Patreon videos because I can just record those. But when I was trying to do it on the live stream, it was kind of hard because the book is so big and you can't zoom out. You can only zoom out back to where they started you from. And then from there, it's only like zoom ins. So it's kind of weird. I feel like YouTube should let you use whatever camera settings you have. Because my camera can zoom out very far. But with YouTube, they're like, you're going to do what we want you to do, and that's that. So I think that's all the trees. I did that one. I just want to make sure. And then today's stream seems like it went by kind of quick. I guess maybe because I was actually focused on doing what I said I was going to come on and do. Usually I'm just rambling along, but I got my haul done, and which also I'm also trying to stay off of Temu and Amazon because I'm itching to place another order. But I said I was only gonna try to do like one order a month and not like just go crazy. So I'm being very patient because my max is 2 orders. We're still in the beginning of the month, so I'm gonna wait till like maybe the middle or the end and place an order if I can hold out that long. I think I can. It's just that I already know what I want for my second order, so it's kind of like hurry up and get here so I can place the order. But I'm practicing patience. I'm practicing patience, and then also like it's kind of hard because if I have like a bad day or something, or if I'm just upset about something or whatever, I just go on Amazon and buy stuff. And I'm trying not to do that too. But it does make me feel better sometimes. So it's kind of like, okay, I had a crummy day, so at least I know I'm getting a package type of feeling. I don't know. It's probably a temporary feeling, but it's a good one nonetheless, I guess. Some of these I want to add a little bit more yellow to. I feel like I didn't put enough. Like these over here for some reason. Okay. Yep. All right. And then I'm just going to go in and activate these. And I pulled out some ground beef from the freezer, but I really don't know what I want to cook tomorrow. I'm not cooking tonight. We went to Gen's Korean barbecue, so I am still full from there because I loaded up on the beef bulgogi and the potato salad, and then the sweet pancakes. So my stomach is like, hey, I think you ate enough for the day. And they also had like brisket, which they didn't have the last time I went, which was like years ago. They didn't have brisket. Um, I wasn't a fan of it. I feel like it wasn't seasoned enough or something. It was okay. I feel like if they season it or marinate it at the very least, it would be pretty good. But they don't do that for the brisket. But the beef bulgogi was good, and oh, the honey chicken and the garlic chicken was really good too. Next time we said we would try the fried chicken that they have. We were gonna try it, but we were full. I was definitely full. I was like, I can't eat another piece of anything. Um, Last pancake, and I was like, oof, that didn't work out so well. I was like, I'm stuffed. I was like, I can't. Um, Dang it. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to hang on 1 second. Okay, I should come back here in a second. Okay. I had to do a call really quick. So give me a sec. It should come back. I should come back. Um, I She wanted me. I was sending her because she went to the Sam's Club after all. I was like, okay. sending her what I needed. Not even necessarily needed, just something I wanted, because I want to make smoothies, and I guess the fruits are on sale, so I was like, grab some fruits for me. So I have to specify which kind of fruits. Okay, so I think those are all the trees. So well, now what I do is I let this dry overnight and I leave it open so that it can dry. Because it's still like if I rub my hand over it, it feels dry, but I can feel the paper kind of like not really damp, but it's more like I can feel if I were to try to go over this with pencil, it would try to peel up the paper. And I don't want to mess up the dragon, which is on the other side. Um, so what I'm gonna do is wait 24 hours for it to dry, and I'm gonna probably work on some of this tomorrow. So I started on the the blue because the dragon itself is done. I just need to do the rest of the red for like his mane, and then the blue background, and then I also need to finish blacking out the background. Some of that's getting blacked out, and so then once I finish the blue, and I wrote the colors down. I don't know where I stuck the post-it note, but I think I have the colors in the book as well, in my color book where I keep the colors. But if I were to try to color on this while it's still wet, it's definitely gonna mess up this. So, and I don't want that. Also, I also want to do this page. Where's it at? It's the page with the octopus tearing up the. This one is really nice too. I want to do this page as well. But this is like a super project because I have one similar going already, the other one. And so that's going to be a thing. And so this one with the octopus, the double push page, or it's a kraken, I think. But I like the double page spreads in this book. The water one is another one, but let's get through some of these other ones first, yeah. But I'm gonna let this dry, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go over some of the trees, and then we'll base something else like the rocks in the bushes, maybe like the smaller, because it's like the cliff rocks, and then there's like so what I think I'll do the cliff rocks like brown, and then the other rocks that are just kind of scattered throughout, I think I'll do those gray. And then we'll do the troll kind of a grayish color. Even though he's part of the cliff rocks, I just feel like we should do him gray. So I think, or I can do the cliff rocks gray and the other rocks brown. I might do it that way so it makes more sense since he's part of the cliff. And then the background, I did like the purple background in the other one, but instead of because I think in that one, I think I used watercolor. I think this time I'll use acrylic. It's a very small space, so I might get away with acrylic paint pen, or I can do black and add like some stars and comets and stuff like that, an acrylic paint pen with different colors, or glitter. I don't know, but I might start with that purple to see what it looks like. And if I don't like it, then I can always black it out. But I'm definitely want to let it dry first, so not get ahead of myself. And then I'm gonna pull out the colors for this and my light fast, because I do have the colors sitting on my desk from this one, and this is the one that we're doing, and well, I'm doing in Worlds Within Worlds. And I might work on, since the other one's drying, I might work on a little bit on the water tonight. Since I didn't do it last time, I just did a little bit. But I might do some of the water tonight and maybe work on some of this tomorrow. Because this one I didn't do any base. This one is just straight light fast. So this one's taking a minute for sure. And I only started on this half. I haven't done any of the rocks or anything on this side yet. Or maybe I might do some of the rocks tonight. I don't know. But we'll see. But for now, I need this page to dry. So I'm going to leave this open so it can dry, get some air to it, and then work on this one while I play some Pokemon probably. And that's pretty much going to be my plans for the rest of the night. Nothing much going on. When she gets here with the fruit, I'll probably make a smoothie, and that's about it. So thanks for joining me. Sorry I had to do a little interruption there. When I go to send a text message or something, it does interrupt the live stream a little bit. So I do apologize for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we figure out what we're going to be streaming. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed yourself. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.